The lights of the arena glowed fiercely above the legendary Saitama Super Arena. Thousands of fans filled the stadium, their energy building into a thunderous roar as the final bout of the RIZIN Openweight Grand Prix approached. This wasn't just another fight. Tonight, history was about to be written. At the center of the ring sat the most unique prize in combat sports, the Double Dragon Belt. Two massive golden dragons wrapped across the shining metal, symbolizing power, honor, and dominance. Only one fighter would leave the arena wearing it. Standing in the red corner was a living legend, Mirko Cro Cop, a name that once struck fear across the entire world of fighting. For years, Cro Cop had been known for one devastating weapon, his legendary left kick. Fighters across multiple organizations had fallen to it, earning the famous phrase, right leg hospital, left leg cemetery. But time had passed, and critics had begun to question whether the Croatian legend still possessed the same deadly power that once made him unstoppable. Across the ring stood a new force, Amir Aliakbari of Iran, a powerhouse Greco-Roman wrestling champion known for his crushing strength and relentless pressure. Younger, explosive, and hungry for gold, Aliakbari represented the new generation determined to prove themselves. Experience versus youth, precision versus brute force, a dragon from Croatia, a dragon from Iran. As the referee called both fighters to the center of the ring, the final rules were explained. 3 rounds, 5 minutes each. If necessary, an additional round would decide the champion. The stakes could not be higher. The fighters touched gloves. The crowd held its breath. And in that moment, the battle for the Double Dragon Belt officially began. As the opening round began, the tension inside the arena was almost unbearable. Every fan knew they were witnessing a clash of styles that could end in an instant. Mirko Cro Cop immediately adopted his familiar stance, leaning slightly backward with his weight heavy on his rear leg. It was the position that allowed him to unleash his most feared weapon, the devastating left kick. Across from him, Amir Aliakbari moved forward with patience and determination. The Iranian powerhouse knew exactly what he needed to do: close the distance, pressure the veteran, and prevent Cro Cop from setting up his deadly strikes. Aliakbari stalked forward step by step, carefully circling and looking for the perfect moment to strike. Cro Cop stayed light on his feet, moving cautiously, constantly adjusting his position to maintain distance. Suddenly, Aliakbari exploded forward with a powerful overhand right. The punch sliced through the air, barely missing its target as Cro Cop slipped away at the last second. The crowd gasped. It was the first real sign of danger in the fight. Aliakbari continued pressing forward, pushing Cro Cop toward the ropes. Every step closed the gap, limiting the Croatian striker's space to maneuver. When he finally tracked him near the edge of the ring, Aliakbari launched another aggressive attack, forcing Cro Cop to defend. A sharp knee landed in close range, drawing a loud reaction from the crowd. The pressure was building. Aliakbari's strategy was clear: wear Cro Cop down and dominate him physically. But the veteran wasn't panicking. Cro Cop remained calm, watching carefully, studying every movement. Years of experience had taught him patience. He waited. He measured the distance. And deep down, everyone watching knew that Cro Cop needed only one moment, just one opening, to change everything. As the pressure continued to build, Amir Aliakbari looked confident. His forward movement had forced Cro Cop onto the defensive, and it seemed like the younger fighter was beginning to control the pace of the fight. But Mirko Cro Cop had been in this position before, dozens of times, and he knew something that many fighters forget in the heat of battle. All it takes is one perfect strike. Aliakbari stepped forward again, attempting to close the distance and trap Cro Cop near the ropes. The Iranian fighter prepared to launch another attack. But in that split second, Cro Cop saw it, the opening. Without hesitation, the Croatian legend exploded forward with a powerful left hand. The punch landed flush. Aliakbari's head snapped back violently as the impact echoed through the arena. The crowd erupted. Cro Cop immediately surged forward, sensing that the moment had arrived. Another crushing left hand followed, sending Aliakbari stumbling across the ring. The Iranian fighter struggled to recover, but Cro Cop was already advancing with relentless precision. A third strike connected. Aliakbari collapsed to the canvas. The referee moved closer, watching carefully as Cro Cop continued his assault. The damage had already been done. Within moments, the fight was over. The arena exploded with cheers as Mirko Cro Cop stood victorious in the center of the ring. Once again, the legendary striker had proven his critics wrong. Many believed his career was finished. Many believed his power had faded. But on this unforgettable night, inside the Saitama Super Arena, Cro Cop reminded the world of one undeniable truth. If Mirko Cro Cop lands with his left hand, someone is going down. And this time, it crowned him the champion of the RIZIN Openweight Grand Prix.